Salut, chers collègues. Hello, dear colleagues and friends in civil society, dear parliamentarians, diplomats, journalists, and of course, colleagues from the Canadian government. I'm so very sorry that I'm out of town and can't be with you in person today. Very special greetings to dear Zarka and all of the team and partners of the Women and Children Research and Advocacy Network, an organization that's been doing essential work for many, many years and that has adapted remarkably to barrier after barrier and emergency after emergency. I've been privileged to see your work up close over many years, including in an amazing virtual training session on women, peace, and security that the network held recently for women and men across Afghanistan. Local women-led organizations have always played essential roles across Afghanistan and around the world, of course. And now your exceptionally courageous research and reporting is one of the only windows that any of us have into the horrifying implications of the Taliban's edicts. I'm looking forward to reading and, of course, sharing widely the full report. But the summary I've seen confirms what women have been warning about for decades, which is that to erase women out of public life and community life has exceptionally widespread implications. It has devastating impacts on women and girls and entire communities right now. And if you wanted to give a country a guide or a checklist for how to undermine its own prosperity, its own growth, resilience, credibility, standing, and of course, its own peace and security for decades and decades to come, this guide to dangerous self-destruction would lay out exactly what the Taliban is doing. The government of Canada is exceptionally grateful to the Women and Children Research and Advocacy Network for initiating this research, and to all of the heads of women-led organizations with whom you spoke, and to each one of the 600 or so people across Afghanistan's 10 provinces who responded to your survey, recognizing that that act alone is a form of resistance. And all of these forms of resistance practiced by everyone in that room, in beyond, it's all adding up. As has likely already been discussed, Canada recently took steps to hold the Taliban accountable for its destruction. Specifically, its violations of the Convention on the Elimination of All Forms of Discrimination Against Women, or CEDAW. This will be a process, and it's possible that a referral to the International Court of Justice could ultimately prove necessary. Of course, while we don't recognize the Taliban as a legitimate government, Afghanistan remains bound by its international obligations. And all of you, all of us, are proving that there are actions we can take now and that we must take now to reverse and end this suffering and to lay a foundation for ultimate justice. So for all of this work and for your relentless commitment to the rights and dignity of all Afghans, including women and girls, the Government of Canada is grateful. Many thank yous for letting me join you in this way, and all of the best for the rest of the session. Merci.